Well, howdy. Welcome back to Tip of the Hats 2019. I'm Lang, and well, we're just about at the end of our show. Believe it or not, this is the first time I've actually sat in this host chair for the entire weekend. It's mighty comfy, standing on the shoulders of giants over here. But, I think, I want to say there was some kind of incentive that got met that, well, it calls for something special. And are my helpers, do they have the special thing? Are you looking for? Yeah, you need the special. We're getting ready. But while we're getting ready, I do just want to extend my most heartfelt appreciation for the entire crew. This has been such an extraordinary show to be a part of. Always very hard every year, but very rewarding, of course. And I like to think this is the smoothest year we've ever had. But that's enough out of me. I think you'll find it's time for things to move. Things to move a little bit more west. All right. Hang on, I got to put my old earbuds in. Hi. Hello. This is how cowboys listen. I start my day just like all y'all, hunched over my pants very painfully trying to put them on both legs at the same time. Because that's how we do it over in the West. Now, okay, this has to go on a night like this. We're going to need to make sure that this is all on camera. Okay, all right, now, okay. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you can hear the crackle. Yeah, there it goes, a little bit. We're kind of, all right, just get nice and real comfy with it. This is, beans. This is, of course, speaking of beans, a lot of these, I've been watching the show from afar. These city folks can't hold their beans for nothing. You'd think they'd never been boozled before. Is this supposed, okay, that's how we're going to hold it on. All right, well, again, just cowboy stuff. We're just doing cowboy stuff over here. This is, yeah, Just staple it right on there. Just perfect. That'll hold up to all the grit and grime of the West that you run into when you're horseback riding, like I very clearly do. I don't even begin to know what to do with that. Does that go on an arm? Okay. We're going to get that on there, all right? I'm ready to go. These sleeves aren't even rolled up in their 3/4 sleeves. Look at that. That's perfect. Okay. Oh, is there another one? What in Sam Hill? What in Tar Nation? Okay. We're getting this going. All right. Okay, perfect. Hi, I'm Cowboy. Okay. So, is this camera ready? Give me this camera. Oh, hi. Hello. Okay, perfect. Now, now I'm a cowboy. All right. Well, you see, we put on a mighty fine show here over that Tip of the Hats, and well, we thought we might take a little bit of look-see to see what's been going on in the wilder parts of this show. So let's walk around. Look at this beautiful crew we do have gathered around. Look at all of them. And tell you what, crew, can I get a round of applause for y'all and our donors? What a beautiful crew. Thank you so much. Tell you what, I'm going to start coming over here. Let's start with the start. Start in the production area over here. Then we have many, many stations to talk about. Desperado Lang reminds you to hide sensitive information that might be visible on your monitors before this camera comes over here. I may be a cowboy, but I sure do know about GDPR. You know about GDPR as well, but let's not talk about it. Let's talk about the show. How you doing?
I'm good, Cowboy Lang. How are you doing?
I'm doing lovely. So what have you done on this show? And keep it to like 2 minutes or less because we got a lot of people to talk to.
All right. Well, what I've been doing is I've been helping with the item donations, of course. That's, the way I snaked my way into TotH. But when I got here, I kind of felt, all my work for that kind of begins and ends well before the show even starts. So I've just been finding ways to be useful and whatnot and such. And, I installed the tracker. I learned how to do CG, which, because of all of your futuristic work, you might not know about.
Not a dang clue, boy.
Not in this state, anyways. Is very, very simple. I learned how to do the TD stuff, which is like all the scene switching and the meme stick when things fly around and
The meme switching, son. Keep up.
all that. But yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Perfect. So let's continue our walk down here. We do have a Jesse joining us as well. Now, you just got a whole mess of magical squares in front of me. Can you tell me what in tarnation these things is for?
This is a lot of monitors showing all the cameras for our production. Also some Borb, some tip of the hats, and more controls and stuff for our graphics. This is the ATEM, the controller for the ATEM, which switches all our cameras and stuff and lets you do silly things like that right there. And then, you could just make them go away.
What kind of dark deeds have y'all been working on over here? Now, I do say I am mighty terrified by what you've just shown me, but that is a good large bird. Be right at home out on the range. Now, Ozzy, I do believe you're also partially responsible for this. What do you have to say?
I like playing with the meme stick.
It's a good. Can we get a nice close-up on what my good friend here is talking about? Can just get all the way in there, Justin. Can you get that? Oh, no, there's a little bit of feedback. Okay, look at that. You can move that stick, and you can make that bird go anywhere you need. What's your favorite part about the bird with the long legs like that?
He long.
He very long. He just,
Lord, he long.
good Lord, he extraordinarily long. Very much. Now, we do have a new member of the team. This is Becky over here. And now, if I have ever met a desperado, it is this fine person right here. Becky, tell us a bit how you've been wrangling this old crew.
I wrangled this whole crew basically through this, which you might be able to see up there. I made this.
The pickup range is about 2 centimeters right now. I'm sorry it's so close to your face.
This isn't uncomfortable at all.
I'll keep it short.
So I call the show. I basically tell people where they're going to next, and I tell the cast and crew when they are coming up on camera. And there's a bit of wrangling.
Bit of wrestling, if you will. Well, thank you. I promised I'd keep it short. I apologize for, being me. We'll come over here, and we have y'all working on some kind of horrible automated slab of what kind of... All right. Okay. Now, listen. I'm going to have both of y'all kind of explain this at the same time because I feel like this is beyond the machinations of what any one person should ever be held accountable for, and I wouldn't want to put that on all y'all. So, what? Why? Why did you? What are y'all doing? What is this confounded thing?
This is the X32 that does all the audio routing and mixing for the show.
You mean to tell me that's where this stick I'm holding goes? Okay, there we go. Now, what are these wonderful metallic rectangles that look so tantalizing in front of you?
Well, sometimes I think we might be able to see what they are.
Oh, no.
Or rather, hear what they are.
Oh, no, that's going to come. That might come in. Oh, heck. Okay, now, you see, y'all might not be aware of some of this cowboy technology that we do have in store today. Hello, this is, it turns out that's my accent knob. So don't touch that one. It's important I stay in character. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to keep moving along down here. We have to go around that way because cables, which I, of course, know a lot about. Now, keep it moving. Keep it moving along. Right along, little production crew. Okay, we have a familiar face here, and I don't mean those. I definitely don't mean those. We have my good friend Steven, I believe a fellow desperado, riding the streets of Erangel with me on many a trip. How you been doing, Steve?
I've been doing just fine.
What? Tell the folks a bit about what y'all been working on at this show.
A lot of movies and stuff, all those little highlights and,
I heard about moving pictures. They sound like a fun new invention.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, dude.
Would you say they slap?
Oh, they slap, dude.
They definitely slap. Now, something tells me that this is partially your doing. Can you sort of tell me how this helps?
I have no clue,
Uh-huh.
but it does.
It does. So what all's been going on back here? Walk us through it a little bit. Walk us through it a little bit before that awful man comes back.
Well, you see, we got the two moods right here. We got Wyatt Happy and whatever this is on the right.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. And
Yeah, you should be apologizing, just to be clear.
Sean, help me out here.
Come on in.
Give us your opinion.
Come on in.
Wyatt.
Howdy, Bart.
Howdy.
Well, you know, Wyatt sits there to watch over us. He takes care of us, Wyatt does, and we're just thankful to have him around. When times get tough, you need a Wyatt on your side.
You certainly do. Got the name for it and everything. It's very fitting. Right at home on these this wild, wild west that is broadcast production. It is truly a lawless land. Austin, what do you know about the wasteland that is live television?
Well, you can never know what happens next, and you can never expect anything. So you just got to come as prepared as you can.
Now, there's nothing surprising happening right now. This is, of course,
This is extremely normal.
entirely normal, in fact. Okay, now I see our bird friend has joined us in more places as well. What is this station? What are y'all cooking up over here?
This is where Dota Fortress happens. And, most of the observing, the Overwatch observing, the TF2 observing, just about everything you saw in the video games was observed on these computers.
I may just be a simple cowboy, but I do love some video games.
I think there's a lot of people here that like video games.
Good to know. Very good to know. Okay, the chair situation makes this very complicated. Normally, I'm just pushing tumbleweeds out the way, but this is slightly more challenging. Oh, he pulled up a chair for me with a lovely saddle on it, which you could buy in the store. Don't mind me. I'm just cowboy sitting on my headphone pack. Extraordinarily painful. Hi, hello.
Hello.
Help.
What?
What's going on?
Just got a mouse pad on my lap.
Just got a mouse pad. Tell us a little bit about this mouse pad.
I think it's upside down, so we're gonna fix that. It's beautiful. I think you can buy it in the store. We've sold out twice, but I think we added more. Yes, I'm getting a yes from Jasmine behind me. So you can buy this in the store. You can get your very own mouse pad.
You can get your hands on one of these, and I'm told you do not even need to ride your horse to the nearest general store to acquire one. You can get one in the post. The Postmaster General can, in fact, bring this to your sleepy little town. Pick that up at the general store where the post office is, of course. Okay, moving right along. We do have some more good folks here. Now, are you, young man, are you some kind of stowaway on this device?
Yeah, this is called a dolly.
Do your parents know you're here?
My parents, do they know? I think they do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have parents, yeah. What's your name, sir?
My name is not important. What's yours?
Pen and paper kind of guy.
Yeah.
You don't need no apps, no reason why?
Sure.
I was for my Discord community only.
Okay. Now, again, I may just be a cowboy, but I am familiar with this. Just get me right dusty good. That's why I'm comfortable. I may just be a cowboy, but of course I'm familiar with the sweet orange soup of Gatorade. Can you sort of get that in the shot? Just let the fine folks know.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and get the VOD taken down.
Yeah, right away, perfect.
Stones or anything, please, while we're at it?
Yeah, that's perfect. Let's just go right along. Anything else you would like to say to the folks?
Shout out to the Rolling Stones and shout out to God. Thank you.
Word. So now I am slightly stuck to this dolly, so we're just gonna go right along. Keep on moving. Now, here's a person I can relate to because there's a big bid, and you're familiar in the West. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. What has been a moment that stands out for you in the past 3 days?
Probably just being here among you guys, and we had a lot of fun working on these little marble videos in between the segments. As you can see, we utilized that green wall over there. I don't know if you can get a shot of it, but we noticed a green wall, and we well, that's Soundsmith. That's not a green wall, but but we saw that green wall, and our eyes lit up, and we decided to go all out with the post-production stuff. So.
And of course, even an honest cowboy can appreciate a nice, clean chroma key when he sees one. Now, speaking of nice, clean chroma keys, that's how I've always described you, my friend. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How have you been, sir?
I'm losing most of the circulation to my arms, but that is just sort of enhancing this experience for me.
So you just have to macho man your way out of that shirt.
I've done most of the damage I think I can muster. Maybe...
You gotta commit to the bit, son.
Okay, let's full commit. Let's see what happens. It's going to be disappointingly little. Told you.
I guess that's just the way the tumbleweed weed. The tumbleweed.
That is, in fact, what I always say, as you know. I see this man trying to walk away as if there's an escape from this, but Justin, you know better by now. Tell me a bit about your time here.
Oh, it was a great experience. I'm happy to have been back and to have been able to, just share it with everyone that was here, share it with the audience, and I hope we sent some kids to camp.
Again, an honest cowboy, but knows the value of a good camp, and I do it all the time, and it is just so very lovely. We have some other folks over here. I believe there was a campfire going on at one point over here, but I think we extinguished it. They burned for a surprisingly short amount of time on concrete. Thank you very kindly. So, I do believe y'all were playing some of these fancy video games I have heard so much about. Can you explain what they are in several words or less or more?
You just point and click and shoot.
Oh, you're a local.
Yeah. Grew up right down the road.
Perfect. That is so perfect. You point and click and shoot. Is there anything else to them?
That's all about it.
That is about it. Yep. What are your thoughts on these wonderful electronic entertainment contraptions?
They're okay. I'm not going to try and feign the accent that Clockwork cultivated in Houston. Yeah, I enjoyed being here, and thanks for having me.
You are, of course, most welcome. Thank you very kindly as well for joining. Now, we do have two new friends here. Two folks that just rolled on into town and made themselves right at home, certainly. Hello, sir. How are you? What is your name?
I'm doing just fine.
Also a local.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, local, but a new friend. We just hadn't really noticed you hanging around before, but we decided, well, let's invite him on the show.
In all seriousness, so psyched to be here. Had so much fun at this event, and it's amazing to see so many people from so many different, pieces of the community all come together for, an amazing, undeniable cause. And we really all did something really special.
That is indeed most very true. Small round of applause from the crew for that. Now, new friend, depending on what accent's going to come out of your mouth, will determine how local you are.
Mate, I'm from across the pond, a while away, so you might not know me, but I came on a boat, not a horse. But as Jake said, it's been awesome to be here. I watched you guys since, almost year one, so to be a part of it has been awesome. All the people behind the scenes here that you just got introduced to in apparently some cowboy accent, they're actually amazing people. They put on an amazing event, so big shout outs to them. It's been awesome.
Thank you so much. We do appreciate that. Now, we have this man here. You'll have to pardon me. I do have the sweats at this point. Thank you for embracing me. So, hi.
Well, if it ain't old Prospector Lang coming to knock on my doorstep one more time.
One more again, as they do
again. Well, me and old Lang here know the difference between a wet bean and a good bean. I can tell you that right now.
I'll tell you, that's the number one mistake these city folks made when they were chomping down on those beans, is that you got to get them wet first. They go down a lot easier.
If the bean ain't clean, you ain't gonna dream of no scheme.
That's what I always say. You know what
Get along.
First bean at night, sailor's delight. Second bean ain't right. It ain't gonna be.
We don't allow
We
them.
don't allow it.
We don't allow it.
Not at all. Now I do have to mention we are in the desert, hence why I'm sweating so profusely. But you do have a nice, lovely jacket on. Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask about my jacket.
No, that'd be preposterous.
Hello, I'm from the South, actually. I'm one of those city slickers. So that's why you don't notice the accent, you know. It's just, I'm not from around here, but I am. If you can get...
A cowboy knows deep words when he's heard them.
It's just so close to my face.
Again, the pickup range is very short. I do apologize. This cowboy did not prepare a shotgun microphone.
That's okay. That's okay. As long as you got the shotgun somewhere, that's what matters.
It is, yes.
No, but in all actuality, I've been a part of this event since the early days. I was in the overnight crew back when you guys did the 36-hour straight deal.
A fellow outlaw, I see.
Been around the block once or twice. But it's been awesome to see the event grow, evolve, and continue to be a part of it as we've all grown up. So this is kind of like my second family in a way.
Oh, well, thank you so much. That is just a lovely, delightful thing to say. Thank you so kindly. Now, you seem to have wrestled not one, but two very thin snakes. What in tarnation is happening here?
Sir, if I could just interject for a moment.
Absolutely.
Is your accent supposed to be more southern or western?
It depends on where I am in the current syllable.
That's fair. That's fair.
It wanders all over the place, and some of you might notice it might sometimes even go into Canada, depending on how hard I can hold this character. Okay, well, here's a person I haven't talked to yet. Hello, you are tall, and you do sound?
I do, yes.
That's most of the characteristics?
Yeah, that's basically it.
What's your favorite sound to make, and what does it take to make it?
I really like just loud noises in general that get immediately cut off.
I believe we might have, I'm just a cowboy, but I know about these things. We might have a clip that has one of those. Did that one get played?
I think we did, yeah.
Okay, well.
It involved Mela and dabbing.
I'm sure production.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down, I know, but.
I'm sure production can play it again and just spook me rightly because these headphones are plenty loud in my ears, just directly. Another person that has worked on these wonderful moving images that we have put together all throughout the week and shown to you fine folks. How are you doing, my dear friend?
Ray's pointed out, yeah, you're really close. We're really close together right now.
Yeah, it's
great,
movie
though.
magic.
Couldn't be better.
We're actually 7 feet apart, but it's movie magic.
Yeah. Movie magic. That's what it's all about, movie magic.
Movie magic. So you've been shooting on just a litany of cameras.
Yeah. Been shooting them. Shooting them like a shotgun.
You just click once and then they take a single photo, and that's actually not a video.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Thank you very much. Oh, golly. So now here we have an area that I do believe we've not gained a tremendous amount of access to just yet, but we're going to go ahead and wander over here for the very first time. You better get yourself ready because I am coming. So we do. Oh no. Is it going to be a feedback?
Okay, now that is cool.
Thank you, kind of. I do appreciate that, Wyatt. Thank you very much. So this is where all of that movie magic has indeed been happening. All is located from. Again, we do apologize for the low exposure. This camera is not meant for this. So, yeah. You're editing this right now, right?
I saw you on the TV.
Yeah, you're editing this. This is post.
Yeah. This is in post. This will be in the outro.
Yeah, you're going to make my accent stay in one place, right?
I can't do accents myself, so probably not, no.
Heck.
Thank
you very much. So there's plenty of things happening over here. Ooh, look at that. That's a light of some kind. What a beautiful invention. Can we go on a little journey? Looking at that mess of cables, maybe we can't, but if we could go on just another small, brief journey around the set to sort of take one more look at everything, see how things are laid out here. Look at this. All kinds of cables. You heard of spaghetti western. You heard of spaghetti production? It's this right here. We have all sorts of cables, our beautiful sets, all this equipment and technology coming on over here to our player station, where the video games themselves were indeed enjoyed by many a folk. And, well, oh, heck. Oh, well, I did say that these city folk couldn't hold their beans. And I guess it's time for me to put my beans where my mouth are. So, bottoms up. It's all right. And with that, there's very sugary. And with that, I think we might sort of we have to walk the camera back this way. Can't get there from here. We have to walk over here, come all the way back around. I believe I'm being flagged down. Hello. Now that is just, I apologize for the beans I'm still crunching. I might have taken a few too many. We do have just a wonderful large bird here. Can you tell me about both you and your friend?
Chirp, 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 chirp.
I agree wholeheartedly. Anything else? I'm going to take that as a no, but thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
You got it. Chirp, chirp. Hi, I can't remember if I talked. I'm spitting jelly beans on the mic.
Yucky.
I can't remember if I talked to you or not because your face is everywhere already. So, hi.
I've just been here, looking at me.
That's
Hey! Oh, that was TotH magic is what I said.
Yeah, that's just delightful right there. So, you are the one who has been haunting me for the past 3 days, popping up as an apparition. Can you talk a bit about that?
That's a you problem, buddy. I don't know. How did I start that? What did I do?
I don't know. I just started this show one day, and all of a sudden you're popping up telling me there's a creeper over there to be careful.
Oh. Yeah, well, I mean...
watch out.
I've been looking out for you all weekend. There's creepers all over the place. Sentry guns, too. Sentry guns on your left, mostly.
So you're a protective specter?
Sure, yeah.
I do
Whatever you need me to be.
Okay, thank you, Wyatt.
Of course.
Thank you so much. Now, I am, again, very warm, so I'm going to rely on production to tell me if there is anyone who still needs to be talked to. Of course there is. The folks have been holding the camera, so please tell me a little bit about what you had to do to make this happen.
Well, this camera doesn't usually go places. Usually stays in one spot. We had to uproot it from its home, attach some very long cables, over 100 feet in length, and it's just been carrying it around with the help of like 6 people. So that's how that's been happening. This is very close. Actually, it is.
Again, I'm sorry to pick up his paw.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so we kind of had to uproot a sixth of our production to get this working, but I think it's worth it.
Perfect. That is just so very beautiful. Okay, now again, production, please let me know if there's anything I'm missing before I sort of gather all of our friends. That is precisely what it is time for. So friends, I do believe we are going to gather roughly over here. If everyone could join me. Oh, we'll find our mark somewhere, I'm sure. Everyone could just join me. Come on in, folks. Come on in. It's a very wide shot, so yes, there's plenty of room. Tall folks in the back, and again, we're going to rely on someone who can see a program feed to tell us if we need to move. Austin, we do not need that shot. We're going to go to the overhead shot. Yeah, you can stand. There's going to be an overhead shot, the one we've been showing in all the interstitials. No, I'm going to rely on production to tell us if we need to move back anymore. Okay. All righty. Listen, so the camera is very tiny, and none of us are actually quite sure where it is. So if we are all looking in very slightly different directions, none of which are at the audience. Was that a large donation of some kind that just happened? I just heard an explosion in my ears. Anyway, thank you very much for that. Okay, and I believe we are going to go ahead. Oh, 500 from old Chris over there. Thank you for this magical time traveling display that allows me to see about 30 seconds into the past. That has come in extraordinarily handy at this particular time and has been very frustrating for the whole rest of the week. Okay, now I think we're just about ready to go into our lovely little outro video package of some of that movie magic we talked about prior. And so, well, without further ado, thank you all so much for watching Tip of the Hats 2019. We will be back in 2020. Thank you for supporting Camp One Step and supporting our mission. We have raised, just about $200,000 in the past 3 days. So thank you all so much, and we'll see you next year. Take care. Good night. That's a big boy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tip of the Hats 2019. Woo!
Thank you, Tip of the Hats!
Press the button with the same label you pressed in stage 4.
Oh, God.
What? Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Mr. Fortnite. Come help me build the sandcastles.
Well, we're not building sandcastles and we're not playing Fortnite. We're doing the TF2 pubs and